What's up, you guys? So now that I have my Hiby R63 2025 version with the quad CS Logic chips, it has a warmer sound with that Class A amplifier, and some of you have asked me to do a comparison in sound to my former Fiio M11S, which actually has dual ESS DAC chips. Based on the information that I've read, ESS chips are a little bit brighter, not harsh, just a little bit brighter, whereas CS Logic chips are more natural and even warmer. I wouldn't say full-on tube amp sound, but maybe it's actually pretty good. Sounds pretty good, and you guys wanted to hear a comparison, so I'm gonna play a clip of a video that I recorded on my Fiio M11S. This is my most recent tune. I haven't changed any tuning since, and I'll play that, and then I'll play the exact same song with my Hiby, and I'm using my same recorder. Some of you guys have seen videos where I have the new Zoom H1N. Well, not new to me, and this is the Zoom H2N. You guys can compare for yourselves between the Hiby R63 2025 and the Fiio M11S. And please wear headphones. I'll do 2 songs if I could think of them. 2 songs. Yeah, if not just one, we'll see. All right, here we go.
Started off right, I can see it in your eyes. I can tell that you wanting more. What's been on your mind? There's no reason we should hide. Tell me something I ain't heard before. Oh, I've been dreaming about it, and it's you I'm on. So stop thinking about it. Can we just talk? Can we just talk about where we're going before we get lost? And be our thoughts, can't get what we know. I've never felt like this before. I apologize if I'm moving too far. Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Figure out where we're growing. Oh no. Started off right, I can see it in your eyes. I can tell that you wanting more. What's been on your mind? There's no reason we should hide. Tell me something I ain't heard before. Oh, I've been dreaming about it, and it's you I'm on. So stop thinking about it. Can we just talk? Can we just talk about where we're going before we get lost? And be our thoughts, can't get what we know. I've never felt like this before. I apologize if I'm moving too far. Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Figure out where we're growing. Oh no.
Tell you we will make all the love that we
One thing I do want to make a note of is because the Hiby R63 2025 has a signal to noise ratio of 126 dB, whereas the Fiio M11S's signal to noise ratio is 120 dB, I did have to lower my output levels on my DSP, but otherwise I did not change my tuning. I didn't make any other adjustments, and the Hiby R63 is set up pretty much the same way that my Fiio M11S was. Medium gain, no EQ, nothing like that, and all the other parameters set inside are default. So the only changes are the differences between the two devices. What I can hear is a little bit more refined detail, like nuances bouncing around the car even more than I heard in the Fiio. And for anybody who has a Fiio, I'm not bashing Fiio. I'm not talking down about Fiio. I loved my Fiio player. I still like it. I wouldn't mind if I kept it for in-home use, but I don't listen to that much in the house. So there's that. But the Fiio player is great all across the board. The Hiby player, for me, is better. And again, it's because of the refined detail and all that stuff. I mean, maybe you guys can't notice it through video, but I do, man. There's certain things I hear and I'm like, whoa. Like, okay, that's cool. And it's not like it's changing the song, but it's just bringing up things in the song that may be more subtle in the Fiio player, but that could be due to the in-house tuning, the way that it's designed, because you guys know I go aux in and I'm using the DAC chips in these players as opposed to going digital coax, bypassing them. So that's the differences that I can tell between the two. Hopefully you guys noticed. Again, I can. So let me know what you guys think. So again, hopefully you guys can hear what I hear. I know trying to do a demo, even with an external recorder, listening through YouTube is going to be compressed. You're not going to hear the details and how the sound bounces around the car exactly like I do. But that warmth, man, it is that tube amp type of sound out of that Class A amp that's in that Hiby. I like it, man. I'm really enjoying it. And the nuances that I can hear, more refined. And again, all I had to do was turn down my levels, my output levels on my DSP, because of the signal to noise ratio is much greater in the Hiby player. But aside from that, and again, it's not that the Fiio player was super bright or anything, but again, the refinement in the Hiby, the tweeters are even that much more controlled, not flat, but more controlled, more natural, like a real voice and not like bright. And again, it's not like the Hiby was like that, but there's a difference. And again, I hope you guys can notice that. Anyway, yeah, if you have any questions or comments or want to talk about it in the comments, you know, I try to reply to everybody. Also, a while ago, YouTube was acting up and a lot of my comments, I would see the notification, but when I try to click on it to respond, it wouldn't let me do so. So if I missed any of you guys' comments, it's not me, man. It's something happening with YouTube. Hopefully it's fixed. Hopefully I got to you guys. But if I didn't, don't take it personal. It is absolutely not me. I do my absolute best to try to get back to every person who takes their time to view my channel and actually comment. So anyway, until then, stay tuned. Sorry the end of this video is so choppy, but there's things I keep forgetting to add. In case anybody is wondering, why did I turn my output levels down on my DSP as opposed to just not turning my head unit up as loud, or even not turning the Hiby up to full power or full volume at 100? Multiple reasons. Number one, I like to use my player, my external player, my Hiby, even my Fiio, at full volume, because say for example, as far as I know, you can't lock the volume. You can lock the volume when nothing's plugged in, but when you plug into aux or the balance outputs, the volume is functional, it's usable, right? I would hate to be somewhere with my head unit up playing it and accidentally touch the volume knob on my Hiby player and end up turning the volume up beyond what I already have my head unit set at. That would cause distortion, of course, and possibly even blow or damage your speakers, if not blown completely, but damage might as well be blown completely anyway, right? And then also your head unit. Some people, I've talked about it before, my head unit goes up to 40. My max volume is about 35, 36. You don't want your volume max output to be at like volume 20, because if you go past 20, not only are you full of distortion at that point, but also These head units have 2 volts, 4 volts, sometimes 6 or 8 volts output. They don't reach full voltage output at low volume levels. It's a potentiometer, right? As the volume increases, so does the voltage output out of your RCAs increase. So if your head unit goes up to 40, but you have your max volume set to 20, you're only likely going to be getting half the RCA voltage, half the RCA output voltage to your DSP or your amplifiers, and you won't reach that until you get a higher level. But again, if your gains are set that high at that low of a volume level, then anything beyond 20 is likely to be distortion. So that's why I had to lower my output levels on my DSP, as opposed to lowering the gains. I didn't want to mess with them. I just lowered my output levels on my DSP. That way, when I do turn my head unit back up to 30, 35, 36, it's not distorting and it's balanced just like I had it when I had my Fiio player attached. Hopefully you can tell that there's no necessarily difference in output volume, maybe just a hair, but still I don't want to go beyond that because it could be possible distortion.